What are Baton Rouge's most popular suburbs? Hey y'all, my name is Shawn G. I'm a realtor here in the greater Baton Rouge area, and welcome back to Moving to Baton Rouge. On this channel, I talk about everything in and around the greater Baton Rouge area so that way you can get a good idea of what it's like to live here. And if you're looking to make a move to the greater Baton Rouge area, please feel free to reach out. I'd love to be a resource. All of my contact information is going to be in the description down below. And with that said, let's go ahead and jump into the video. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the most popular suburbs here in the greater Baton Rouge area, which I gotta be honest is probably one of the most common questions I get. Now, when I do say suburbs, I do want to be clear. I'm talking about the outside cities and towns around Baton Rouge. So suburbs, exurbs, cities, towns, all of that. So something to take into account with each of these suburbs is the median sales price as well as the current population trends. So for the first popular suburb here in Baton Rouge, we have Prairieville. So this is definitely one of the most popular suburbs here around Baton Rouge. And it's so popular that it's one of the fastest growing suburbs in the state. And when I say it's growing a lot. Since 2020, it has an estimated growth of almost 6%. So Prairieville is located in Ascension Parish, which is south of Baton Rouge, and the whole parish has also seen a lot of growth lately. Part of it is that Prairieville is a part of a very strong school system, and with the growth, we've seen a lot more students enrolled in Ascension Parish Public Schools. So if you're living around Prairieville, your student could be going to East Ascension High School, Dutchtown High School, or even Santa Maula High School. And with the growth, those schools did become very, very large and full of students. So Ascension Parish decided to build a new high school called Prairieville High School. Now with this rapid growth, we've also seen the median sales price in Prairieville grow. It is now one of the highest in the greater Baton Rouge area at $330,000. For the second suburb here in the greater Baton Rouge area, we have Zachary. So Zachary is actually located in East Baton Rouge Parish, a little up north. And even though it is in East Baton Rouge Parish, Zachary actually has its own independent school district. Now, if I were to describe Zachary in one word, I would have to say community. Every time I visit, it honestly feels like a big hug, and it's just such a close-knit city, even though it's a relatively large suburb. And when you couple that with a strong school system that has been strong for a while, you do have a lot more development and a lot more growth in the city. If you are planning on living in Zachary, you can expect to see lots of community events and lots of things to do for a suburb compared to other suburbs. In Zachary, they have plenty of community events in the historic district, which is really great. And they also have some community events in the newly developed Americana, which has housing, restaurants, and lots of things to do. And with the developments in the area, we've seen a lot more retail stores, a lot more restaurants, and it is overall just growing. And the latest median sales price in Zachary is a little over $267,000. The next suburb that we're going to be talking about is Gonzales. So Gonzales, like Prairieville, is in Ascension Parish, and also like Prairieville, has seen immense growth over the past few years. Like Prairieville, Gonzales is very popular because of the strong school system and has also been developing a lot of its recreation. One of the most popular areas in Gonzales is the Tanger Outlets, which is pretty much a huge shopping area. Tons of retail and a bunch of really great restaurants. They even got a Chipotle, so they got you. And they also have some newly developed areas like the Conway Village Center. And we're also starting to see more innovative and new restaurants like Library Wine and Provisions. This type of upscale restaurant probably wouldn't have worked in Gonzales a few years ago, but it is working now. So Ascension Parish is in a prime area. It's right in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans. There are New Orleans brands that are looking to branch into the Baton Rouge space, and with its location, it is much easier to do so. I do also want to make a point that Gonzales is the jambalaya capital of the world. We even have a jambalaya park, which, by the way, you're not going to go there and eat jambalaya off the ground or anything like that. And we also have the really popular jambalaya festival. So if you want to try some jambalaya and you never had it, I'd definitely go and grab a bowl. The latest median sales price in Gonzales is a little over $271,000. The next suburb that we're going to be taking a look at is Addis. All of these on the list, and out of the fifth one that I haven't talked about, Addis is the smallest suburb. It's a town. It's a little under 8,000 people, but there's a lot of really great things going on. So West Baton Rouge has been seeing a lot more new development coming into the parish. So Addis is located in West Baton Rouge, which is on the west side of the Mississippi River. There are a couple of industrial companies in West Baton Rouge. Two really major ones are Shell and Exxon, and they have been expanding. And whenever you expand, you bring in new jobs, and with new jobs comes more development and more people. Now, one of the connectors between East Baton Rouge and West Baton Rouge is the new bridge, which is right over the Mississippi River, which connects the Port Allen area and downtown Baton Rouge. Now, this bridge is known in Baton Rouge to be just full of traffic, tons and tons of traffic from people commuting back and forth. Not all hope is lost. They are going to be building a new bridge called the 415 connector. And with this, it's going to alleviate so much traffic, and we're also expecting to see more small businesses arise because of this. Addis is in West Baton Rouge, and it's located a little bit south of Bruley. Now, these are both really small towns in West Baton Rouge. So with both of these, they do share a lot of resources, one of them being schools. So a lot of people that live in Addis do end up going to Bruley High School. Speaking of West Baton Rouge Parish Schools, now they are going to be developing a career academy that focuses on building up trade programs. So there's lots of development, lots of great things going on in West Baton Rouge. The latest median sales price in Addis is a little bit above $288,000. And for the last suburb to check out here in the greater Baton Rouge area is Denim Springs. Now, something of note is that Denim Springs is one of the most affordable suburbs here in the greater Baton Rouge area. And also, Denim Springs is located in Livingston Parish, which, if you didn't know, in the latest population trends, Livingston Parish had the biggest growth in the state. This growth was a little over 5%. So why is that? So the city of Denim Springs is actually pretty large area-wise. And with that, we've seen so much development with new construction, and with its proximity to Baton Rouge, it's a go-to for people that are looking for a place that is more affordable and also an easier commute. You couple that up with a highly ranked school system and amenities like Jubin Crossing, which is a huge shopping center, and local festivities and events, and you have a lot of people moving. The median sales price in Denim Springs is a little over $247,000. Well, y'all, those are the top 5 most popular suburbs here in the greater Baton Rouge area. All of these suburbs provide a range of amenities and attractions, making them desirable locations for people that are moving to the area. Well, y'all, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about any of these areas, please feel free to reach out. Like I said, I'd love to be a resource. I'd love to help in any way. Please make sure to give a like, subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching. Peace.